we gotta talk about something that's not trustworthy. So everybody do me a favor, say hi, YouTube. Or you can say hi, YouTube as well.
Hi, YouTube.
Because we gotta talk about a model tracing scandal. Yeah, this one's a doozy, and I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I really don't know how to feel about this one, chat. So we definitely got to dive into it for sure. So let's check in here. And I believe this is actually a French VTuber. We're going to check in here with Amiyuna TV, who recently released their brand new model. And here's their model, of course. You can see that they have a character design, art models, rigging, background, model, you know, logos, all kinds of stuff, right? Has the full package. Looks fine enough, right? Nothing too out of the ordinary. However, chat, unfortunately, Mofu has brought to light something very, very damning. So Mofu tweeting out, you either get a full new model or nothing at all. How low you gotta steep to get your current model traced? You can't get model updates because guess what? Their original artist passed away. So because their original artist passed away, they decided not to credit that artist and have traced the original model.
Oh my
allegedly.
God! Whoever did this overlay made it very convincing.
I mean, it is literally the exact same, minus the outfit. But I mean, the top part is actually the same.
Oh my God.
And, you know, this person has passed away. They haven't been able to give updates or anything to the model, obviously. Very, very disrespectful at the least, right? And as you can see here,
yes, I agree.
Here is a side-by-side of the models.
I mean, it's very difficult, obviously, that you need to change your shit up again, but like, come on, someone passed away. Like, come on,
yeah,
like, don't do that on top of it. Like,
this artist passed away, and you are continuing to use this stuff. That is the most disrespectful thing I think you could possibly do.
I understand using like the model continuing after, right? But then you should get, if you want a new update, obviously you're not gonna get it on the same model again. Like, that makes sense. I don't know how much you guys know, but like for Live 2D, like, because everything is custom, the base doll is also custom. Well, in Live 2D, everything is like drawn from scratch. So like the bases are all different from every artist. Like, it's very obvious to know if like someone like used the same kind of body and they've like progressed over time to change that body slightly or whatever as they grow as an artist. But they all have like their own ways of drawing stuff. This is just fucked up to like copy the base body. Or not just the base body, like this is like literally exactly the same head. Like,
proportions, I mean, like the thighs are the same proportion. I mean, I do appreciate there's a different outfit, but like, I'm not about it. And even worse, somebody was able to pull up some messages from the artist that had passed away. And these are their words. I think editing without consent is the bad part. I usually hate people editing unless they tell me. And then I'm like, please show me. And these are from 2017.
Before death, they have literally said explicitly these are their wishes, which is very different. Oh my God, this is even worse than I thought.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep, literally said this back 7 years ago, explicitly said, I do not like this stuff. I again, just disrespect their art, disrespect everything. So now we'll tell you this. Fiona did actually come out with a response. So let's go take a look at it. And obviously it's in French. But that is why Vivi is here to translate all of it. Go ahead, Vivi.
Alright, let me just put on my translation hat. I think I stored it somewhere in here.
Hey, yo!
Just check.
How about this? Let me bounce up. Oh my God, it's suddenly in English. That's crazy.
Oh my God, that's magic.
That's
Mama
crazy,
knows
chat.
everything. I have a big announcement to make to you to begin with. I will not be streaming today and probably for the next few days and weeks. And there's a big possibility that I will stop VTubing and streaming altogether. Oh shit. For those who aren't in the show, I was contacted on Twitter today to tell me that the new model I showed yesterday was based on the old model drawn by Aditi Zudan. Yep, that's the guy.
And this is Lily. So when you hear the name Lily, this is the person, the old model drawn by them, right? The person that passed away.
This is true. I said it on stream. I absolutely wanted an avatar closest to my old model because the artist having died, she could never upgrade the avatar again. So I asked the current artist to take exactly the same proportions as my old model. Body shape, face shape, eyes. Oh, okay, so she's admitting to it. So definitely it worked that way. Knowing that I had worked with Lily at the time to obtain this result final in terms of proportions and positions, that it was based on the reference sheet that I had sent him, which is itself based on design that I'd drawn myself.
Unfortunately, it's made to understand that this was something unacceptable and disrespectful, even if it involved only taking the proportions of my own model, which I find perfect, and even if everything else is different, design of the outfit, haircut, inside the eyes, etc., etc., this was still considered tracing. It's my fault for not having informed myself about good practices, and I should have asked Lily's friends for permission before using the same proportions. I was able to chat with them in DM on Twitter, and the only solution to resolve this situation is for me to immediately stop using the new template, unless I make changes to the one, modify the proportions so they are not identical to those of the old model. Currently, I don't have the money to make the changes. Okay, after all the money spent on this redo, and to tell you the truth, I don't want to. The proportions of my model are an essential point of which I'm extremely demanding, and I don't wish to have others. I do not wish to enlarge or shrink parts of the body of my model, or even modify the shape of the face, because in the end, these transformations will mean the new model created will never be able to satisfy me 100%.
The situation makes me really sad because I was really happy to be able to show you what I've been working on for so long, but I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable or disrespect a deceased artist who I still have great affection and admiration for her work, so I'd follow the wishes of Lily's friends and no longer use this model. I am also making a decision to no longer use a VTuber model in streaming or for my content in the future because I do not wish to provoke this type of situation again because of my lack of knowledge of the art and good practices and respect towards artists. Once again, I would like to apologize to all the people I may have made uncomfortable. This was never my intention. I will do everything to learn from my mistakes and hope that I will forgive.
I feel like they just made, like, the way that this reads, I feel like they just made a genuine mistake. On a moral ground, this is bad. On like a legal ground, I don't know if they necessarily did anything wrong, right? We'd have to look at the TOS.
It's up to whatever contract that is in there, and we have no idea what those are.
I do want to go back to the not crediting part. Because I really feel like that's very important.
That is really fucked up.
You know, they credited that other person, right? We saw it in that post where they did the reveal.
The new one, but not what it was based off of, which doesn't make sense. The art model
which
is not
is
made
wild
by them.
to me.
The art model was originally Riri. Clearly, this person probably is just inexperienced, and yeah, I agree that they probably just made a mistake. They're probably, you know, it's not that they're a terrible person, but they didn't know what they should be doing. They're probably not trying to be malicious, but they probably weren't thinking.
Very much agree. To say it belongs to her 100% is an assumption, but she may have not owned everything in it, right? Like, it depends on the deal that you make with your artists and what you buy from them.
Yeah, every artist is different.
I think it's very good to talk about this situation because this is the first time that we've really come across something that's not very clear. It's more like morally wrong.
Special to VTubers is we use so much like stuff across different people. Having this model appear to you guys is a collaborative effort from a lot of different little sources together. And navigating that is very different than a Twitch streamer.
I don't think she got dogpiled. You know, looking here, this post is not...
I think she was
you know, this didn't blow up by any means.
Like, that she should take a look at what she's doing.
I would be like, I mean, if this had like 5K likes or something, I'd be like, oh yeah, she's getting dogpiled. But really, like, no, this is just a few people tweeting it, you know, reminding her, hey, this isn't okay.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you probably should do that. That's kind of a shameful thing not to credit the original artist. And then after a while, I do think she's probably reacting super negatively. Maybe she'll feel differently in like another month or something where she's like, okay, maybe I do want to stream with the original model or something. Like, she's probably reacting really badly because like everybody's telling me I'm terrible, I'm a bad person because I'm disrespecting this dead person and I didn't mean to.
And even again, just morally, it's questionable, right?
So don't forget, there's also such thing as like rig tracing, I guess, if they get the original CMOS file. So the equivalent of that here, in this case, would be giving a new rigger your old CMOS file and saying, I want you to follow all of these things exactly except add these toggles. And then, like, those aren't your rigs. Those are clearly the original person's rig. You can't take credit for that.
Yeah, giving them the CMO3 file is like, I don't know. That's like giving somebody, like, the nuclear bomb code, you know? Like,
yeah, like, this
you
is
don't
why
do that.
They never give it to you, right? So, like, usually riggers don't give you that stuff either. And if they do want to pass things from rigger to rigger, they might even talk directly to each other rather than to the artist.
But again, chat, make a contract. Like, seriously, follow the TOS. That is why it's there. And if you are an artist, make sure that your contract is very closely sealed. Like, you got to make sure it is perfect.
Dude, and talk to your people. Like, you can also just, like, ask. Ask
yeah, I don't know, just ask.
Like, just ask them, be like, what is this for me? What did you want?
Exactly.
Does this mean I can do this? Does it mean I can't do that? Like, it's not like they don't write that shit up so that it's confusing and they trying to get you with something. That's not why they write it. They write it so that there's, like, clear rules that you can follow for what they wish to happen. So if you're not sure, just ask.